Hey everybody, Rorree here with the Goddess Isis Coven. Okay, so I don't know what episode this is, but we're in story time and I am Isis. I am Isis reincarnated as a human in this lifetime. So what did I want to talk about this time? Darn, I completely forgot. Okay, so Source Creator has me sharing with you guys tips to raise your vibration. And I am supposed to do this unscripted, no notes, no nothing. And I kid you not, I'll get on here and I'll be like, dang, I just knew what I was going to say and I forgot already. All right, so I'm going to just talk about something else. Okay, so we have I have been doing the follow me trains and it has been so much fun. So I've gone from, I think 300 something followers on TikTok to, we're in the 600s now. So we're raising it so we can get to 1,000, so that we can go live. So when we have our Ascension retreat, we can be going live on the different platforms. So that'll be awesome. And it might not be for all parts of the retreat, but we definitely want the retreat out there and we want as many people to receive the healing work as possible. So anyway, I have no idea what I was going to say. So let's see. Let me talk about healing your heart. How about that? So let's see. It's important as you're on this journey to make sure that your heart is not closed down. Sometimes we receive pain, we receive hurt, and I tell people feelings buried alive never die. So if you bury those feelings inside, they're going to become physical. And if you shield off your heart and barricade your heart because of a previous pain, what's going to happen, you barricade this, you're going to get pain in your neck and you're going to get pain in your lower back, okay? So that's where the feelings are going to start to come up at. You may get some vertebrae that pull to one side and cause pain on the other side because of the spinal fluids that are not flowing properly down because of an obstruction from an old buried feeling. So I'm just telling you the truth. Feelings buried alive never die, and they do go to your nerve endings in your eyes, your hands, your feet, or on your spine. So and some of the healing work that I do addresses releasing those buried feelings unconsciously. But some of the conscious ways that you can release the buried feelings are you could yell and scream. You could cry. You could stomp your feet. I remember I did an exercise with a young lady who was going through a pain. And she was a very soft-spoken woman. She never elevated her voice. My voice fluctuates. I'm an animated speaker, and when I am passionate about something, you can tell. When I am upset about something, you can tell. You can tell before my mouth even opens. You can look at my face and see what's going on. Okay, so but this young lady, she was like, hi. Yes, yeah, That all 24/7 was like that, right? And so one day, I could feel her pain, and I took her out of the event that I was having, and I took her aside, and I had her do an exercise where she had to step forward with her right foot and just push the energy out. So she had to push, but she had to push with a sound, and the sound had to come from her gut up out her mouth. Okay, so she had to and it was so challenging for her to do that because she was like this all the time and just was so quiet and soft-spoken and like that, right? And so it took so much for her to get it up and out, and we did this exercise until she got it up and out. And when she finally got it out, Then she burst into tears because it had been buried so long. She buried her feelings. She buried her voice. She buried, you know, and now it had to come out of her mouth and out of her hands. And that's what she had to do. And that was partly because she buried her voice. You know, she buried her freedom of speech. She buried her freedom of expression orally. You know, she buried all of that. So that's what Spirit told me to do with her. But you guys, you know, you've got to get the feelings out. I was working with someone the other day, and this was a male person, and he was upset as you couldn't believe. And he actually wept. And he said he felt some kind of way because he's not a crier. He doesn't cry, you know, he's a man, you know, but he wept. And I shared with him, this is a part of the grieving process. You're going through death and dying, and you had to let that out. And my spirit had told me before that if he didn't get this out, his explosion was either going to be a physical one, meaning physical harm to another, or he was going to have a heart attack. And so I was so happy to hear that he cried and yelled and cried and yelled and yelled and screamed and got them feelings out, you know? So men, don't be afraid to cry and yell and scream. If you don't want to cry, yell and scream. You know, if you don't want anybody to hear you, get a pillow. Yell in your pillow. You know, you could flail, bang in the air. You know what I mean? I don't suggest you bang walls because, you know, then you get holes in walls. But anyway. So anyway, you guys, I hope those little tips helped. I'm going to bring you a little bit. Every time I think of something, I'm going to bring it to you because that's what I was told to do. This is all about our ascension, our preparation. And again, we're having an event. When it's going to be is undetermined because it's strategically planned in alignment with the solar flash and everything that's going to be taking place. This is all to prepare you for your ascension. I was told that people that attend the event, if they were slated for Earth 3 and they're maybe teeter-tottering, they definitely can ascend to Earth 5 from receiving the healing work that's going to transpire at this event. The healing will be through words, through touch, through non-touch, through whatever, through directed energy, spiritual work, all of it, all the work that I do, you all will receive. And that's why it was very important for Source Creator to elevate me and to have me embody the fullness of Isis now, so that I would be ready for what's to come next. So anyway, you guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. Ashe.